How's it going, MMA Monday viewers? I'm Damian Bartonic, the official host of MMA Monday, the only MMA show in San Angelo. And look, Power Slap is one of the most polarizing sports in the world right now. And whether you love it or you hate it, one thing you can't deny is with over 3 million followers on TikTok, clearly, people love the art of getting your left or right hand and going across an opponent's face. Now look, some people are fans of it, like I said, it's very polarizing. Some people are not. But regardless, I think one thing that we can all agree on is these athletes are not only fully invested in the sport, but they're also looking to bring home gold. And I think that's one thing that really kind of brings me an interest in it is just because I cannot fault someone for loving what they do and going all in and essentially being in front of a camera as vulnerable as you can be and getting the left or right hand across the face. Now, like I said, some people love it, some people hate it, but above all else, if this is for you, this is going to be great. I hope you all enjoy it. The special thing about MMA is you can break down a variety of arts and have different interviews and different topics about different things. But if it's not for you, hey, maybe, hearing their stories make you feel a little bit different. Or, hey, who knows? Maybe it's just not for you. But, we do MMA over here. We cover all facets of the game. So, with that being said, I hope you all enjoy it. Now, here are Alan and Christopher's stories. You're fighting out of San Antonio. How long did you grow up in San Antonio your whole life? Is this something that you kind of made a pit stop, or how long have you been there?
I've been there my whole life. Born Santa Rosa Hospital in San Antonio, Texas. So yeah.
Oh, so you're a true 2-1-0, true countdown city to the core. Okay, I like it.
Go Spurs, go!
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, there we go. Hey, Wembanyama's on the way, baby. So it's
Yes, sir.
it's
Yes,
gonna
sir.
be a good year. Now, I want to know this, man. I know this sport in particular. It's very unique, obviously very interesting. Was there like a lifestyle change you had to make when going all into a sport like this?
It does. It really depends on what sort of weight class you fall into and what you're looking to get out of it. I mean, if you just want to participate, then it probably doesn't take very much. But for me, I had to cut some weight, so it was a dietary change as well as a pretty heavy workout schedule. So I would say that sort of lifestyle change, and you have to eliminate some time with friends and family and things like that as well. So.
Oh, absolutely. And it's interesting to me, man, because I saw that your nickname is the Kryptonian, right? Because you think that you could knock out Superman.
That's
Now I want
right.
to know, man, if let's just say hypothetically, bro, Superman's standing right in front of you,
That's
how
right.
how much do you think it would take for you to wind up to knock out Superman? I want to know that.
Probably a foot. It would take me a foot. Just no problem. I knock him straight out.
Bro, that's so crazy. I know. I also know, man, that you're looking to, continue your streak, kind of win this title, man. Go up the ranks. I was talking to Chris before you,
Mhm.
and he was telling me like he didn't really expect, to ever get a callback, right, and actually get this opportunity, right. But for you, what would it mean to you to win, a belt to put on for San Antonio in a sport that is not only very new but very polarizing as well?
Yeah, I guess I haven't really thought about it too much, but yeah, that is kind of exciting, especially to think about that, in the hometown aspect. I definitely didn't expect him to give me a call back. You're just happy to show up in general. When they tell you, hey, there's a possibility that a callback might happen, you just kind of take it with a grain of salt. You're like, okay, it's the entertainment industry, not sure. But once they give you that call, there's no better feeling. Better unless you're winning in the ring, of course, and that's
Yeah.
the better feeling. But yeah.
Was there ever like a moment where you were kind of like starstruck at first? Like I know seeing like for example, whenever I covered the UFC in person in San Antonio for the UFC event between Cheeto and Corey Sandhagen, right? Seeing
Mhm.
Dana White was pretty like surreal, right? Because that's someone that I've seen him on my TV for years as a
Yeah.
kid, man. For you, what was that like kind of seeing, being involved in this, man?
Oh man, I just I was taken aback. Like I was getting medically checked out, and he walked in the room to shake my hand and let me know, like that I did a great job. And I was like, Dana White is telling me I did a great job. Like, am I knocked out right now? Is this me dreaming? Like, it was fantastic. Yeah, definitely surreal.
Bro, that's awesome. It's awesome to see, and it's awesome to kind of know how much this means to you, man. Because like I said, it's a very polarizing sport.
Mhm.
But people forget that the people that are participating in this sport, in this event, they're human beings. You're just like me, right?
Right.
We all do the same, the same things per se, right? Except I don't go and slap someone with my left and right hand. I'm a jujitsu guy, so I'm more so the
Oh, there
taking
you go.
down, you
There you
know.
go.
But my last one for you, brother, is as we start to go into this next chapter, I see a lot of people say, you're a new breed. You got next, right? Do you feel any sort of pressure knowing that you're kind of anticipated, man, to do some really good things this upcoming season?
Yeah, I definitely feel it. The stress gets to me sometimes, and I'm lucky to have a very supportive wife of 8 years, and she just reminds me like, hey, we have each other, we have a good life. Worst case scenario, they never call you back. You do the worst job in the world, but you have to come back to that base every single time. But definitely, I mean, there's always that weight behind you, like, hey, this is a brand new sport. You want to increase the viewership the best you can, and you want to be the best athlete that you can going out there. I know some people are like, it doesn't even take any skill, but it does. It takes a lot of commitment, a lot of effort to actually perform at this level, and especially with the camera on. It's a lot of pressure. So definitely, I don't know if they answer your question.
No, absolutely. I mean, man, I'm in front of a camera every day, bro. I'm a sports reporter and a news reporter, bro. So I know it's definitely different. I can definitely talk to my wall and do. It takes me one hit to do what I need to say. Rather than when I'm on the camera, I'm like, okay, I need to kind of prep a little bit, So
yeah.
I think this was very interesting, man. It's really cool to kind of sit down and kind of break down a little bit of how how this makes you feel, but not only that too, man. This is really, really big. You can do something for the Countdown City, something for San Antonio that it's never been done before, bro. It's unprecedented. So
Thank
that's all I have for you, brother. I greatly appreciate your time, and I'll definitely be looking out for you this season. Obviously, I know you're a College Station native, right? 27 years old, right? For me, man, I just want to know, when you're first getting into this sport, is there like a lifestyle change that you have to make in order to prepare yourself for this kind of activity?
No, I don't think so, honestly. I mean, I've always been into combat sports, just never really had an opportunity to do anything at a professional level. And I signed up on this, honestly, assuming they wouldn't get back to me as most things did. And it's been the greatest platform I've had the opportunity of engaging so far. So I'm going to take it and run with it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know this is obviously a very polarizing sport, right? For some valid reasons, some unvalid, right? But
Whether
for
people,
me, yeah.
whether they like it or hate it, they love to watch it for the 16 seconds it's on their phone.
Oh, absolutely. I was just about to say, it's a very polarizing sport, but it is I believe it has like the most TikTok followers outside of all the major organizations, like all the major sports organizations, man. This is a very popular, a very, a lot of people do love to scroll and see it, right?
Yeah, as far as social media goes, we are killing it when it comes to interaction.
But does that put like a chip on your shoulder, knowing that it is so polarizing, knowing that people are they're going to be some haters, right? Does that kind of put a chip on your shoulder, knowing like, man, I'm doing something that people either love it or hate it, but regardless, they're going to respect it?
Nah, that doesn't really give me a chip. I think it's funny. If everyone loved it, we wouldn't get as far, because like you need haters to perspire.
Yeah.
It's just like with the UFC back in the day when it first started, or BKFC now. I mean, people love to hate on it, but you look at the people who are talking, a fraction of the people who are watching it, and even then, they still watched it in order to. So thanks, bud.
Yeah, I mean, you have people like Anthony Smith signed to the UFC, and he can't stop talking about it. It seems he loves it. And me, I like BKFC as well. I know we're talking about UFC, so that's all you're gonna hear from me on that, right? But I enjoy and for me as well. You're from College Station. I grew up in San Antonio, Austin area. So I had to know, did you grow up an Aggie? Were you an Aggies fan growing up? Is that or
no? I haven't been in College Station my whole life. It's just been most of my adult life here. So didn't grow up as an Aggie, but it's home.
Yeah. I just got a couple more for you, brother. I know, you love anime, right? You're a big anime guy. You enjoy fishing. I actually, if you look at the back of my shirt, I got a red on the back of my shirt. Yeah. But for you, man, I was wondering, outside of this, right? Because a lot of people, they don't understand that. Well, every time they see athletes, they think that they're not human beings, right? But you obviously have far more interest other than getting your left or right hand and slapping someone, right? For you, man, how does that keep you grounded in such a sport that really, man, it's not like MMA where there's a lot of sequences. A lot of times, bro, it's just one shot and you're done.
Yep.
So how does that keep you grounded? How does stuff like that keep you grounded?
I don't know, man. Honestly, it's just you either built for it or you're not. Some people, like you can see them take a shot and they'll get wobbled and they'll fight through it. And some people, they take a shot and they're just willing to sit down.
Yeah.
And it's something you can think all you want, but until you get hit, you're not going to find out if you got that little extra fight in you or not.
That's so interesting, bro. My last one for you, man. I know obviously you're searching for that title, searching for the belt, right? You're searching to climb up those rankings, man. What would it mean for you, especially being that this wasn't a sport, a huge, branded sport up until now? What would it mean to you to bring home a title in a professional sport that you said you were like, I wasn't really anticipating much?
Oh, dude, that in the world, honestly. Like I said, when I first signed up, I wasn't expecting much. I wasn't expecting it called out or anything. And then everything that's come up into this point, bro, I'm fully invested. I've got all my hopes going into working my ass off so I can take that belt home and make sure no one can take it.
Absolutely.
It's all I'm focused on right now.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. And I'll be rooting for you. I'm definitely going to be interested in seeing your journey as well. But that's all I have for you, man. I greatly, greatly appreciate your time.